Hello guys, welcome to our channel. This is Beverul. So, ArenaNet have started World vs. World Rush. Is probably an event you're familiar with. If you don't, just open your hero panel, go to achievement, bonus events, and right now it's World vs. World Rush. You get tickets and memory of battle, stuff like that for everything that you complete, killing caravans, taking camps, keeps, stuff like that. When you finish 100, you go through all those tiers. And this is the big ones, 15 instant reward track and 100. So this is close to like two reward track. I think it requires 160, this 150. So combine that with your playtime. This is more than two reward tracks, which is great, especially if you are a PvE player and you don't care and you're just here for like gift of battle. This just take your time immediately and very easy. You also have the buff which make you level faster and reward track gain faster, also magic find. So it's just a great time to play and a lot of people there, so just tag along with them and you get a lot of currencies and stuff. And if you ever want to make legendary, you will need the honor, you will need the tickets and memory battle, so it's really good to have also the extra source of currencies from World vs. World. And the last reward is War Machine Weapon skin set. You can choose one, which is only a weapon set that you can get in events like that right now. It used to also be in World vs. World beta testing when they used to do that, so this is the only way to obtain those skins. You cannot trade them, there is no other method to do that, so really don't miss this event. However, I was asked about something made me want to make a video about it, which was what should you choose from the skirmish chest? And I realized that new players and even just new players to World vs. World probably don't know the stuff and never really paid attention to it. So Skirmish Chest is this box that you will get every time you unlock a box from those. So we get pips every 5 minutes, and it decided, like I get 13 now, it decided depending on your ranking, if you finished at least the wood tier, if you're commanding, like there are so many things that decided, and you get every 5 minutes you get amount of pips. Once you finish this entire line, you take one of those boxes. This is how it looks. It starts with wood and move up to diamond as the last thing. So the skirmish chest is basically those boxes. If you click on them, it will give you vendor or a merchant window that you can choose anything from inside them. Even if you have multiple stacks in your bank, it will work like a currency. You just need at least one here and it will immediately unlock as much as you want to buy. Like you can even control the amount of number and buy as much as you want, no problem. So if you're not a World vs. World player, like really heavy into it, you would already know what you want. So if not, you probably need to avoid most of those first things. So let's look at it one by one. First, the Siege Blueprint. This is a box that will give you random 2 of the siege that you can use to attack objectives, those things. Like ram, catapult, trebuchet, golems, those stuff. Each siege costs like 2 silver or 1 silver right now, so wasting an entire box that you could get other things, because if you already lost it for siege, then you lost the currency, any other thing you could actually take, is just a waste of resources for me, and there is no point in it. Improvement and tactics back, this is something for World vs. World, like players, if you're just a PvE player and you come in here, want to the best option, this is probably not something that you would choose. I never choose myself, I'm just a roamer and I don't pay attention to those stuff. Now, tricks and traps. This will get you also 2, but for each box from those ones, like not the siege, the yellow ones, the other ones. So a disturbance thing that weaken any enemy siege you throw on, something to destroy the supply if enemies step in it, target painters, a turret to actually mark the enemy on the map, stuff like that. Unlike the siege, those things cannot be bought or traded in trading post, and they cost a lot of honor to buy them, and as a World vs. World you need them, so I think it's a good option to actually get a huge sum of this to get some random amount of traps that will stay with you for months probably. So this is a good option if you're really into World vs. World and you want to have them, it's okay. Because the cost to actually buy them is more than the random ones that you will get. However, you will get exactly what you want, so it's really up to you, the decision. As you can see, it's 15 silver for each one, 15 honor for each one, with almost 5 silver. While the box will get you 4 for one box, which is technically the cost of 20 honor only, badges of honor. So this is probably a good option. Now, the second one is canned food. So unless you really want a specific food or utility for your build, don't choose this. Don't choose it just because it's a cheap food and something like that. There is food for silvers and bronze. On Trading Post, you can buy it and save this efficient resource. However, each box, if you buy it, it will give you 6 of any types that you want. Those are the utility at the start, condition from toughness and vitality, condition damage, and this is power from also vitality and toughness. And then one for concentration, and like that's it. Other things are foods with stats, with might on dodge, increase endurance, reduce condition duration. Like there is very few tricky things that really good. Even increase condition specifically, like increasing poison duration, burning duration. Like there is some unique food in this. Unless you really want them, there is no reason to choose the food box ever. Now this is the decoration, something for guilds. I never really got into that, so again, ignore it. And this is terrible. Unidentified die or something that's very cheap. No point in getting it. You can buy it with gold, so save anything you can buy with gold just to buy with gold. Now we get to the things I'm actually interested in. So most people will ignore the entire list above, all that, and only those 3 down there are valuable. So Transmutation charge is the thing you need for Fashion Wars. So if I want to change my weapon, I go to my wardrobe here, and I go to weapon, and I put any other skin. So this is my short bow now. No, I want this one. No, I want this one. This one. It doesn't matter. Any skin I unlocked is here. However, to change the shape from the one I have now to another, I need this currency transmutation charge. It will cost me 1 for each piece I have. So if I want to change my other weapon, for example, like another staff, it will also cost 1, but since I'm putting more than piece, it will take like 2 to change them. Unless you have legendary, like my legendary armor, it does not consume transmutation charges. So if you're not having full legendary everything and you have no use for transmutation charges at all, the biggest supply can come from PvP or World vs. World. It doesn't exist in PvE, maybe in map completion, and that's about it. So it's really good thing to choose if you're new to the game, if you don't have huge amount of them. Like as you can see, I have an insane amount. I will never go through it. Someone like me, that would be dumb to choose it. However, for someone new to the game, play a lot with fashion, don't have any legendaries, have multiple characters, can probably go through, keep doing different looks and stuff, then probably this is one of the best option to choose, especially if you're not a World vs. World player, and if you're not interested in doing or chasing legendaries or stuff like that, this probably will be your best option. For most veterans or players who have a lot of it already, they probably will ignore this and consider it a bad choice. Now that gets me to the most valuable for anyone who just doesn't know what to do, which is the Testimonial of Heroics and Badges of Honor. Every time a new expansion comes with new maps and stuff, we can get new Testimonial of Heroics. This time it's Castora, it used to be Jade Heroics, stuff like that. And those currencies with the honor used to buy like most of the things that you can do in World vs. World. So the biggest thing for Testimony of Heroics is you can unlock hero points in all the game maps. So you can bring a character here in World vs. World and start unlocking Corteria, then Hearthstone, then Path of Fire, then End of Dragon maps, and then even Castora maps. Everything. You don't have to play, just finish it. Even if you do map completion and you have an insane amount of those currencies, I used to do that in doing map completion. I would finish all hero point for like everywhere probably on my character. And then when I do the map completion, I only can do hearts, vistas, and stuff like that, and ignore the hero points since I have already finished them. So simply think of it like pay to win kind of situation, which is very nice to do. So those are very good. And also even buying specific runes from World vs. World, stuff like that, you will have to use things like that. Some relics require to use honor and heroics unless you buy them from PvE or unlock them any other method. If you just already unlocked them once and you need to buy them for other characters, it's really good to have that from World vs. World. Every relic of the expansion can be bought this way. All with Jade of Heroics except the newest one can actually be bought with the newest one, Castoran. Everything that can be bought by Jade Heroics, since it's just the major one, you can simply buy different currencies one by one and get Testimony of Heroics. It's very easy to do that. So as you can see here, I spent one of the very old and I got just another one Jade Testimony Heroics. So you can use any other currency to get the Jade Heroics, but not the other way around. So this way you can buy anything with only having the newest one, Testimony Heroic of Castor. And the same thing goes for the Honor. This is very nice to have. And also this, the way you get them is if you kill a lord or a boss, and it will drop some badges of honor. And every time you rank, you get a ranking box that will actually give you some Testimony of Heroics. It's from 6 to 9, I guess, something like that, every time you are rank or level in this game mode. So which one I choose? Since I am a World vs. World player, I never really need Testimony of Heroics. They just keep building up as fast as possible. So I can choose either one. However, there is this new thing that Renet have made maybe a year ago. I don't remember exactly, but they added this thing. Mist Hardened Lockboxes. And we have keys to unlock them. So if I use a key with a box, it will now be unsealed. Not Mist Hardened Lockboxes, it's unsealed Mist Hardened Lockboxes. And now you can see what's inside it. It can give you random things from loot, experience, gear, boosters, and even can give you the World vs. World infusion. So there's a lot of things that very good with it, banners and stuff like that. And Renet have updated it a couple of times to add something new each time they did something with the World vs. World. And now you can unlock it like that and get some good loot, get some currencies, some money. You can level up with it. It's very nice. So in order to get those keys, you can get some from each week, but you can buy as a discounted price some from Dugan, this merchant. The cheapest one is actually the one you can buy with honor. So it can lock on 30 and then you can buy as much as you want after that. It starts with like 10 and then 15 and then 20, 25, 30 and then it's stuck at 30. And the same thing goes for each other choice. So the one with Jade Heroics, it starts with 5 and then 10, 15, 20 and 25. So if we look here, you see you can get 20 badges of honor, but only 6. This would lock on 25, this would lock on 30, which means you can buy more keys for the choice of choosing honor. And that's why I always now choose honor for the sake of those keys. This one you can't waste, it barely come. And if you ever need it for legendary stuff like that, don't spend it like at all. And tickets, also gonna be too much to spend. The entire week can give you around 400, something like that. So I can buy as much as I want with honor, and that's why honor can be building up much faster. Now the last use is if you are working on legendary or actively working on it. So you would need tickets, you would need every source of the currency, as you can see, to buy different pieces from the things that required for the legendary, as you can see here. So you would need the honor, you would need the Jade Heroics, you would need a lot of things. And if you notice, you spend way more honor than the Testimony of Heroics. So if you have a specific thing that you need because you work on legendary, obviously choose it. If you don't, you can do like me and go for either or go for honor just for the boxes. That's why I always go for honor right now. I don't use any other choice from this entire boxes. Maybe I will take some traps capsules, better than actually buying them with honors from time to time. At the start of the expansion, I went for Castor and Heroics to unlock all my characters, the new elite for them, without actually having to play or wait too much from just ranking to get this currency. But after that, I went to the normal and I buy badges of honor every time. So I hope if you are new to the game or just new to the game mode that you found this video helpful. Share it with your friend if they are interested. Don't forget to like, subscribe, ask anything in the comments, and I'll be seeing you next time. Peace.